Welcome to this free training for European product leaders to help you get better at taking actions. What are we going to talk about? First of all, we're going to break some beliefs around knowledge and action. In the second video, we'll talk about how can we set ourselves up for successful actions. In the third video, we will talk about how you beat procrastination. And finally, in the fourth one, we will talk about how you can cope with results, which is good, but also with setbacks, which are also good, but more on that in a second. The first belief that I want to break has to do with knowledge. People believe and have been taught that knowledge is power. Your whole school, studies, university have been about get this knowledge into your brain. Well, first of all, we're pretty bad at remembering stuff. If you ever dove into the psychology of eyewitnesses, people are going to fill in gaps, and we cannot know when we fill in gaps. So, there's already one little thing there. Don't trust your memory. Jot it all down. That's about capturing knowledge. But why we're here today is taking action. Most people think that if they got the knowledge, they got the results. Look around at any conference you're at or any training, and you will see people paying attention to the knowledge. Most of them not even writing, which I cannot, right? Some people writing, but I dare you to then ask who actually in their notes has actions they will take. It's very few. It's quotes that stood out to them, but then they don't know how to apply it, and it ends in a drawer somewhere, gathering dust. Do you know somebody who does this? Maybe know somebody intimately who does this? First thing, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. If you got here through the emails I send out, you know one of my favorite quotes, knowledge uninvested in action is useless. And now that I got your attention here, let me tell you one story that I experienced that massively made this point for me. I used to be a competitive rower. At one point, I decided to stop actively rowing, but I kept eating competitively, if you get what I mean. So I kind of got an extra 20 kilograms of fat on me. 20 packs of sugar just on my body. Bad decisions. So what did I do? I decided to get rid of it. And in a few months I did. I was a 20-something-year-old, so I had no sense of social niceties. And I was loudly talking to a friend on the phone while I was sitting in the tram in Amsterdam. Telling him, I lost 20 kilograms, really feel better again. But like 20-something-year-olds do. Now, opposite of me was a lady that could not fit in the seat of the tram. She was massive. So for her, this was a topic she was interested in. And when I hung up with my friend, she said, I'm sorry, can I ask you, did you just say that you lost 20 kilograms? I was super proud of myself. Yeah, I did. And she said, well, can you tell me how you did it? And I said, yes, of course. I started eating less. I got 0 calories from drinks. I cut out all the cappuccinos that were making me fat. And I moved more. Her response shocked me. This was what she did. Man, I really hoped you would have the magic formula. This is what we all do. That is the thing that is FOMO. Fear of missing out also is maybe there's better knowledge to do this a little bit better. I had a friend once who was really into the music scene, and he said, with guitarists, they call this one more guitar and I'll start practicing. So it is not what you know. The lady knew how to get fit. Most people know how to get fit. The difference is the ones that take action, they change their lives. So that's number one. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. Belief shattered, I hope. Now for the second one. I believe this one also stems from school. If you go into school, they're teaching you not to make mistakes because you get punished for mistakes. You get like a red pen going through your stuff. And I see this the same in many businesses, that there's always somebody up there that you're afraid that's going to punish you. But if you're so afraid of actually getting punished that you don't move, you're not going to learn. I remember very well when I was even younger than in the previous story, I learned how to snowboard. And I was with a friend. We'd never snowboarded. We were on the top of this huge mountain and we had an instructor. And here was the difference. He kept thinking it all through, wanting to prevent one thing very badly, and that is to fall. Do you think he fell less? I can tell you how my process looks like. It was like, okay, here we go. Boom. Boom. But before he even made his first 1 or 2 attempts, I was already down the hill. Does that make me better? No, it's a different strategy. He's as decent a human being as I am, but I did get a different result. And this is not just snowboarding. Let me ask you, if you had to have major surgery, would you prefer the person that studied way more but never actually gained any experience? Or would you want to go for the person that has been doing procedures like this for 15 years? We confuse knowledge with experience. Go for the experience. And I'll have a little bit more on failure in one of the next videos. These were the 2 beliefs that you need to shatter around action. 1, knowledge is not the same. Knowledge is potential power. That is why action is so relevant. 2, fear of mistakes will hold you back. And in the end, you will get less results. On to video number 2.